Every human being carries a quiet desire inside, the urge to become more, to build a life that actually means something. We watch speeches, scroll through inspiration, and feel a sudden rush of energy, believing this time will be different. Yet days pass, routines collapse, and nothing really changes. The truth is uncomfortable but simple. Motivation can start a journey, but it cannot sustain one. Without discipline, inspiration fades faster than it arrives. If this idea feels unclear, stay with this story until the end. Sometimes, a single realization is enough to shift the direction of an entire life. In a modest town, there lived a young boy named Ethan. His dreams were far bigger than the streets he walked on. He imagined a future where he had achieved something meaningful, something worth remembering. Every evening, he filled his mind with motivational videos, powerful speeches, and success stories. Each night, he promised himself that tomorrow he would wake up early, study harder, and change everything. Just thinking about that future made his heart race with excitement, but excitement is fragile. After a few days, the plans dissolved. He slept in, delayed his work, and comforted himself with excuses. This cycle repeated so often that frustration slowly replaced hope. Ethan began to wonder why effort felt so heavy for him, while others seemed to move forward so easily. One afternoon, he ran into his friend Ben. Ben's life looked organized, almost unreal. He woke up before sunrise, followed a strict routine, studied consistently, and improved little by little. There was no rush, no drama, just steady progress. Ethan couldn't hide his curiosity. He asked Ben how he stayed so driven every single day. Ben smiled calmly and said something unexpected. He didn't chase motivation at all. He relied on discipline. Ethan was confused. He had always believed motivation was the secret ingredient behind success. Ben simply asked him to meet by the river the next morning, promising that the answer would make sense there. Before the sun touched the sky, they stood beside the flowing river. An old fisherman sat quietly near the water, his posture steady, his hands shaped by years of work. Ben asked the old man to share a lesson he once taught him. The fisherman looked at Ethan with kind, knowing eyes. He spoke about the river and his daily routine. No matter the weather, no matter how he felt, he showed up at the same time each morning. Some days rewarded him generously. Other days offered almost nothing, yet he never skipped a day. When Ethan suggested it was passion that kept him coming back, the fisherman gently laughed. He explained that passion fades but responsibility remains. If he waited to feel inspired or only worked on good days, his family would suffer. He didn't depend on sudden energy. He depended on discipline. Then his voice grew deeper, more reflective. Motivation, he said, is like a spark. It shines briefly, then disappears. Discipline is a steady flame, burning quietly, day after day, regardless of the storm. The fisherman then pointed to a tall bamboo plant nearby and asked if Ethan knew its story. When Ethan shook his head, the fisherman explained how a farmer planted a bamboo seed and nurtured it daily. For years, nothing appeared above the soil. People mocked the farmer, calling it a waste of time. Yet the farmer remained consistent, watering and caring for something invisible. Then, in a matter of weeks, the bamboo shot up to an astonishing height. What no one saw was the truth beneath the ground. For years, the plant had been building roots strong enough to support that sudden growth. Without patience and discipline, that growth would never have happened. As the fisherman finished, silence filled the air. Ethan felt something shift inside him. He realized he had been waiting for results before committing to the process. He wanted progress without patience, success without structure. In that moment, he understood what had been missing all along. From that day forward, Ethan stopped waiting for the perfect mood or the right moment. He designed a routine and followed it, even on days that felt heavy. He studied when he was tired, exercised when he lacked energy, and woke up early even when his bed begged him to stay. Time moved forward quietly and steadily. Weeks turned into months, months turned into years. Without realizing it, Ethan became someone others looked up to. His success wasn't loud or sudden, but it was undeniable. When people asked him how he did it, he always gave the same answer. Motivation is temporary, but discipline builds everything that lasts. Great achievements are not created in a single dramatic moment. They are formed through small actions, repeated with consistency every single day. Don't wait for inspiration to strike. Begin now. Stay disciplined and your future will slowly take shape. If this story resonated with you, support it with a like. Share in the comments what lesson stayed with you. Until next time, keep building one disciplined step at a time.